Well, people, like many of you, you went to bed knowing that there was an incident. Two unalived Israeli embassy in DC. And all I could say to myself as I went to bed, they're on our shores. They are on our shores. It was just a response that I didn't give any thought. It just came to me, and I did a little research last night and couldn't get enough information because everything was fresh. So I knew this morning I would have to tackle it. And this is one of those videos, people, where I don't even want to do it. They're on our shores. I'm saying this because there was a statement made by someone a few months ago. I'm not allowed to get into it, but there was a big, I guess, argument, you can say, between him, J.D. Vance, and Trump. And the man said, "You got nice shores." He said, "You got nice shores." And to paraphrase, at some point, you're going to feel it. Something to that effect. I'm sure you guys can remember it. Trump cold snapped and said, "Don't you tell us how we're going to feel." I never forget that meeting. I'll put the date of that in the chat. I'll put it in the description in terms of how the GEMATRIA comes out. People, it's at the door. Warning, it's at the door. For America, there will be pockets. It's going to happen. I stay here in Chicago. I have strong concerns for Chicago. I have strong concerns for New York. I have strong concerns about Washington, D.C. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friend Shot Pearson, and wow, this is Friend Shot Blue. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. May 22nd of 2025, 9:01 in the a.m. I pray you guys have a beautiful day in the Lord. Two people unalived. And as you can see, I'm just lost for an introduction, but let's dive into this thing. Was it ritual sacrifice? What was it? I just feel in my heart that it's at the door and that they're here. And there's no turning back. Our country will never be the same after this moment. It's time to get right, stay right, and get ready for the flight. Get ready for the flight. Let's dive into it, and I'll show you my decode.
Pamela A. Smith, Chief of Police for the Metropolitan Police Department. And I'll start by expressing my sincere condolences to both of the victims and families, and also the attendees tonight at the Capitol Jewish Museum. At approximately 9:08 p.m. tonight, we received multiple calls for a shooting in the area of 3rd Street and F Street Northwest. Officers located one adult male and one adult female unconscious and not breathing at the scene. DC Fire and EMS responded, and despite all life-saving efforts, both victims succumbed to their injuries. The preliminary investigation indicates that both victims were exiting an event at the Capitol Jewish Museum located in the 500 block of 3rd Street Northwest when the shooting occurred. We believe the shooting was committed by a single suspect who is now in custody. Prior to the shooting, the suspect was observed pacing back and forth outside of the museum. He approached a group of 4 people, produced a handgun, and opened fire, striking both of our decedents. After the shooting, the suspect then entered the museum and was detained by event security. Once in handcuffs, the suspect identified where he discarded the weapon, and that weapon has been recovered, and he implied that he committed the offense. The suspect chanted, "Free, free Palestine," while in custody. The suspect has been tentatively identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez of Chicago, Illinois. Our MPD case detectives are leading this investigation. I will now turn it over to Washington Field Office Associate Director Steve Jensen.
Elias. Wow. I know, right? The biblical term. How many videos have I done in relation to biblical terms and events? Elias Rodriguez from Chicago. It's deep, y'all. They're sending code. They're sending code. I'll probably do a follow-up and I'll break down the Elias part. People, my and our sincere condolences to friends and family as well. What I want to do now is play another part here. Jewish gentleman who is the head of that area.
The couple that was gunned down tonight in the name of Free Palestine. It's a young couple about to be engaged. The young man purchased a ring this week with the intention of proposing to his girlfriend next week in Jerusalem. They were a beautiful couple who came to enjoy an evening in Washington's Cultural Center. I will say this: we are a resilient people. The people of Israel are resilient people, and the people of the United States of America are resilient people. Together.
This could be the linchpin, people. You hear it in the voices and the eyes, the responses from the leaders of Israel. It ain't gonna be the same, people. They're on our shores, and I'm gonna show you. Here's the couple. May they rest in peace. Check it out.
Here on your screen, it's a photo of the couple killed in this shooting. They are identified as Yaron Lishinsky and Sarah Milgram. Reports show that Milgram graduated from the University of Kansas in 2021. She later got her master's degree from American University. Now, she'd been working at the embassy since 2023. Milgram wrote on social media that her goals and passion were peace building. Lishinsky was a German immigrant to Israel and had been working at the embassy since 2022. Now, DPC police say that the suspect is 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez from Chicago, and reports indicate once in custody, Rodriguez told police he, quote, did it for Gaza. Now, the deputy director of the FBI is calling this a targeted attack and says right now there's no active threat to the community. The D.C. mayor, Muriel Bowser, at a news conference reiterated she will not tolerate any acts of terrorism and added that the city will also not tolerate anti-Semitism. A woman who was at the event describes her encounter with the suspect moments after the shooting.
Okay, let's go to the third feed. I'm not going to play this because I know if I do, they won't. Look, people, I have to learn how to protect the gift. That's what God told me I have to learn over the last 4+ years. This is the guy who did it. You're looking directly at him. This is the guy. And he yelled, "Free, free Palestine." Oh, man. Yeah, he's next to the brick. We'll leave that alone for now. But that's him. They put him in custody. I am devastated by the scenes in Washington, D.C. It's a despicable act of hatred and anti-Semitism.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he's instructed Israeli missions around the world to ramp up their security. He says, quote, "We are witnessing the terrible price of anti-Semitism and wild incitement against Israel. The blood libels against Israel are costing blood and must be combated to the bitter end."
Missions and places of congregation going forward, trust me, it will be ramped up going forward. The key word they used was targeted attack.
Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee also reacting. Listen.
In Israel this morning, there is just a distraught spirit as the Israelis are seeing their own people murdered by terrorist acts, serving in our nation's capital. It's not what they need right now. It's not what any of us need. It certainly heightens an already tense situation. It reminds people that Jews are being targeted around the world, and this is just very sad and sick.
Now check this last one out. Donald J. Trump, president. These horrible DC killings based obviously on anti-Semitism must end now. Hatred and radicalism have no place in USA. Condolences to the families of the victims. So sad that such things as this can happen. God bless you all. I immediately went to this here. May 2025, 12:11 a.m. The 2-2 stuck out. You guys know that the power of speak in symbology. I've shown before the V in Barack Obama's head. There is a V in Barack Obama's head. In the video cartoon, if you will, iPet Goat 2, a V. V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. As he sweats this V, the cartoon Barack Obama, the American flag is shred in two, people. That means it's over with. And all the buildings and the foundations begin to crumble. The 2-2 stuck with me. So after that, I put it together. I took 5-2-2-25 from 12-11-25. So let me show you. 5-2-2-25 versus 12-11. Well, actually 2024. It came out to 5-14. What's 5-14? May 14th. May 14th, 1948 is when Israel became a nation. What are the odds that I could look at, but it's the gift that God has given me. 5-2-2 versus 12-11 and come out. Israel became a nation 5-14 of 1948. What are the odds? Then look at this here. Muriel Bowser. She's the mayor of Washington, D.C. She spoke initially through the whole situation. She spoke initially. People, there's something I wanted to do here, and I'm gonna do it now, see if it comes out. It just keeps coming in my spirit, so let's see what happens. On January 29th, that's when the first plane went down. Well, we start looking at patterns, right? And that happened in Washington, D.C. over the Potomac River. So, and there it is. January 29th of 2025 in Washington, D.C., a Black Hawk helicopter hit an American Airlines plane called American Eagle. Understand the symbolism. I did a few videos on it. A Black Hawk hit an eagle. And now on 5/21, there's this incident in Washington, D.C. again. The difference is 322. That's skull and bones, people. People, I'm telling you, look, people, this is it. I took her birthday now, August 2nd, 1972. August 2nd, 2025, our anniversary of our birthday versus yesterday's event, 5/21. The difference is 216. The 216th day of the year, people, is August 4th. That's Barack Obama's birthday, who many believe is the Antichrist orchestrating all of this. Capitol Jewish Museum comes out to 75. The 75th day of the year, people, is March 16th. That's 316. 316, Jesus sacrificed for us. But another sacrifice is coming. Unalive Donald J. Trump and the sacrifice of America and the Jewish state. It's about to pop off, people. I got to give it to you straight. I do end time ministry. 75 is 316. The world will never be the same after today. Targeted attack comes out to 46. What is 46? It means destruction in GEMATRIA. Now, listen to this. Joe Biden's son, Bo Biden, JFK, George Orwell, and George Floyd, they all made their transition at 46. I'm sure you understand now. Free Palestine come out to 63, like 3 legs of 666. It also comes out to 216, which is August 4th, like I said. August 4th is Barack Obama's birthday. The 216th day of the year is August 4th, Barack Obama's birthday. And if you put free, it comes out to 88. Trump's text number is 88022. It's deep, y'all. And then you take the 290 and subtract that from 365, you still get 75, which is 316, sacrifice. Chicago, where I stay, March 4th, we were founded, March 4th. The time is going to be huge down there. When I get done with this decode, you're going to shake your head. Got to stay prayed up. March 4th. March 4th, 2025, we just had a birthday versus yesterday's incident, comes out to 78. Trump's age is 78 years old. I am thinking Chicago is going to be a target in the future because the guy, Elias Rodriguez, is from Chicago. I believe it's a sign for the future. Also, look at this. 11 weeks in one day. That's 111. Remember, April 21st is when Pope Francis died. He died on the 111th day of the year. It's all signaling death, people. It's all signaling death. Then look, Pennsylvania governor. Remember Josh Shapiro, this incident where his house was burned? I did a video on that. Josh Shapiro, he's Jewish, right? Okay, remember the date his house got burned? April 13th. April 13th. Take April 13th, 2025, subtract it from last night's incident, 521. The difference is 111. There's your death. Like I said, April 21st is when the Pope Francis died. That's the 111th day of the year. The world's not going to be the same, people. These are the birth pains. These are the last days. Jesus is coming. Now look at this. This reminded me of the embassy strike back in the day when Jimmy Carter was president. I've done tons of videos on it because I was a newspaper reporter. You guys probably seen my receipts. I have newspaper reports where I covered the story of the Iranian crisis, where the Ayatollah Khomeini and Iran seized the embassy and they took 50 hostages, 50. Jimmy Carter was president. Look at his death date, December 29th. Why do I bring this up? Because this was a Capitol museum and it reminded me of going after Jewish places. Do you understand? It reminded me of hostage taking. It reminded me of death and the birth pains that started when I was a budding journalist. I see a similarity. December 29th is his birthday. Death date, December 29th. Take December 29th, 2024, subtract it from yesterday, you get 143 days. What is 143? 143 minus 365 in a calendar year gives you 222. And what is 222? Well, 222 is Antichrist. We are in the Antichrist moment. We are in the belly of the beast. Donald Trump 222. The beast of Revelation 222. Antichrist 222. We're here. The world never be the same. Look at this. This is when the embassy got taken back in the day when Jimmy Carter was president, November 4th, 79. Take November 4th, 2025 anniversary, subtract it from yesterday's incident, what do you get? You get the state of Israel. The state of Israel became a state May 14th. What are the odds? What are the odds, people? The anniversary of the hostage taking, subtracted from yesterday's event, gives you 514. Israel became a nation 514. Isn't that deep? And that's 1979. Let me see if I do the math on it right quick. 1929 minus 2025. 96 years ago. Okay, now look at this. Benjamin Netanyahu, he said, tighten up. Any places where Jews congregate, heighten alert, get more security. This is his birthday, October 21st. Check October 21st, 2025. Subtract it from yesterday's event, 521, you get 216. That's August 4th, Barack Obama's birthday. Is that coincidence? Then 6/14/2024, Trump's last birthday, subtracted from last night's event, 5/21, you get that 111 again. That's death. Then you got, look, we had a 6-day war in Israel back in the day. The 6-day war started June 5th, 1967. Take June 5th, 2024, anniversary, subtracted from yesterday, 5/21. The difference is 50 weeks. What is 50? America's got 50 states. We in trouble, people. The guy told President Trump and he told Vice President Vance in Washington, D.C. a few months ago, you got nice shores. You don't feel it now, but you're going to feel it in the future. We're here. We're here. You remember who he was? It was a big argument that they had from a foreign country. He told us it's here now. Now look at this here. July 16th, 1790 is when Washington, D.C. became a part of the United States. July 16th. Take July 16th, subtract it from yesterday's event, gives you 44 weeks. Barack Obama was the 44th president. Is that coincidence? Then look, we have 5/22. We should make it 5/21, the incident from last night, and then just add the end date. 5/21/2025, last night's situation. America was founded July 4th, 1776. The difference, people, 248 years, 322 skull and bones, or 46 weeks. 46 means death. We're marked, people. We're in it. We're in the thing. We're in it. And this is what troubled me at the end. Because this guy from Chicago, I thought about a serious event that happened back in the day in Chicago. The Great Chicago Fire was October 8th. October 8th. Look at this. Take October 8th, 1871, when the big fire happened here in Chicago. Subtracted from last night's event, 5/21. You get 153 years, but you get 713. What happened on July 13th? Trump was hit in the ear, allegedly in Butler, Pennsylvania. It's deep. If you can help the channel, I appreciate it. Just type in Friendship Pearson, go to my portrait, and then click on more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. My videos do not go to the broad audience. Look, people, I'm dealing with a battle. I got Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I also have a P.O. box you can mail a love offering. We pray for each other. We're going to endure. We're here. Get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. God bless you. And my condolences. God bless.